Hello, this is teddygaming and welcome back to another review on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Tales of TMNT, Volume 2, Issue number 13, Loops Part 1. Okay, so this issue, it is really confusing, really weird, and I just don't really understand the majority of it, and it doesn't help that it's in black and white. And yeah, I know that I complained about it before, but this issue, I feel like it really needs to be in colour for people to truly understand this issue. Now, the reason why this issue is just so weird and confusing is just because it involves time travel. Now, normally the time travel stories, they're like really easy to follow because it's just, like character going to a different point in time and doing an adventure then. However, with this issue, it is 4 different Leonardos. Well, basically, we're going over the same day, it makes sense, because there's an 8-year-old one, a 15-year-old one, a 44-year-old one, and one in like 70s, something like that. But each of them have like relived the day, that makes sense. So like 71 has seen it like 3 times before, so now it's like living it as the old person, if that makes sense. So it's really weird, and you can't really tell the majority of them apart because they look the exact same. Like, I think there's only like a few lines between the 15-year-old one and the 44-year-old one in the face that actually makes them like different. Besides from that, they look identical. The other one you can tell because there's just like a bandana on and his face and all that. And the 8-year-old one, he has like a weird like bandana on his head, so there's at least like some differentiation between the old one and the young one, but it's just so confusing and weird between them all, and it really doesn't really help. And I feel like this issue would have benefited from this whole thing being in colour. But yeah, let's get into this one because I feel like I explained far too much, but I feel like I don't really explain too much. So okay, yeah, so with this story, we do first start off with this like cosmic being, and he's seen like everything from basically like when time was created. He's seen like so many amazing, wondrous things. However, he's gonna die. So that's when he gets in contact with the like this magical monkey, and we've got to see this magical monkey in, I believe it was issue number 4 from the series. It was one where Mikey had to ask the monkey to help him so that they can go off and fight the Shredder Shark. God, this video sounds so confusing. I'm so sorry for everyone. But yeah, either way, that monkey, he's collecting all the Leonardos, and one of the Leonardos, he's an 8-year-old boy, and he's learning to fight, and that's when Splinter comes down and gives him a sword, like a real sword. So when Leonardo is going off and he's training in his room, fighting pirates, demons, dragons, slaying things. It's a fun thing, but that's when he gets called to action, and that's when he meets the other versions of Leo. Now it's here where we do get to see a lot of interesting and weird stuff because like none of them really explain what's really going on, and they don't really explain like different Leonardos and stuff like that, and it is just so confusing. But the monkey says basically, oh yeah, you need to go to this castle and you drop off this letter or something like that, and you'll be able to do the thing, and you'll be done. And all the Leonardos are wondering why, and also they're wondering, like because it's gonna be like during the day and stuff like that. And also there's probably gonna be like people there, but the monkey's like, yeah, no, you don't need to worry about that because like the people won't really recognise you and stuff like that, and it's not gonna be a big deal. So we're in time travel, and it's not a place which I don't think people were expecting to see. So in this bit here, we do get to see the turtles, we land on the beach, and it gets weird, like religion type weird, because they see a crocodile. The crocodile's about to eat a baby. So one of the Leonardos, I don't know what one is at this point. He goes off and beats the crocodile up, and it turns out that the baby is Moses. So yeah, I was not expecting to see them to bring religion into Turtles whatsoever, but I can't tell if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's one of those things that's just there, and yeah, I don't know what to really say about it. It's just so much I'm not expecting to see. So then after that we do get to see the turtles just walking off and wondering what to do next, and they sleep overnight, and we do get to see the young Leonardo seeing the old Leonardo meditating while floating, like real like Mars Splinter type stuff. So that's when we do get to see the turtles on the next day. They walk in, and that's when we do get to see them interact with humans, and they're quite surprised by the fact that like no one's really like questioning it. But then they find the castle, and it gets even weirder from here. So in this bit here we do get to see the turtles, they find the castle, and they decide to go in the moat, and this is a really big mistake just because in the olden times the moats had traps, and for some reason they had big fish, like piranhas and stuff like that, and one of the Leonardo's cut it in half, and well that was it for the for the fish. It wasn't really much of a fight, but you know at least they tried I guess, but you know there's a lot they could have done here. But then we do get to see the turtles. They jump over the wall, they're inside the castle, and wondering what to do next and where to go. And that's when one of the Leonardos is attacked by a mutant tiger thing, I want to say, but I'm not too sure. And that's where we do leave this whole issue off, and oh god, did that make sense? I hope that made sense. I mean, it is a really confusing issue, and hopefully by me showing you some images, it may have probably made things worse, but also may help you understand like the pain I went through while trying to understand this issue. So yeah. Now overall, I think that this whole issue is an interesting one because I think the concept is there. I think it's really great. And I do like the fact that you can see like different versions of the same character meeting up and talking. I think that's pretty interesting and something you don't really get to see too often. And I think that with Leonardo is like, you know, I think there's like a lot you can do there with like how old he gets and how much he learns some of that. So I do feel like there's a lot of potential there to tell like a really interesting story. And I wish I did a lot more with it, but I wouldn't be too surprised if I do go a bit further with it in the next issue. But I think that the actual overall story was just okay. I wish I could say much more than that because I want to enjoy it because of time travel and all that, but it was just getting really confusing near the end, and I think that the art didn't really help it too much. Now, I would have to say that the artwork for this issue is pretty decent. I actually really did enjoy this artwork, this artist, and I'd definitely like to see like this artist come back and do some more Turtle stuff, or like, you know, it's like some modern Turtle stuff. I feel like they have like really like good like way of drawing the turtles. But with that being said, I feel like they need to make some big differences so I can actually tell which version of Leonardo it is that's talking. Just because, like I've already said before, you can tell like the young Leo and the old Leo like apart, but it's just the 15-year-old Leo and the 44-year-old Leo that it's just so hard to tell apart just because they almost look identical except from like a few lines in the head. But other than that, they're basically like you know, they look the exact same, and I think that's the most annoying part about it. And I think if this issue was in colour, I might have a better chance of actually knowing who is who, but unfortunately I don't, and this issue does not help it whatsoever, and oh god, it is just so confusing. Oh god, but yeah, let me know in the comment section below, what do you think about this issue? Did you actually understand it? Are you confused? I'm pretty sure you're definitely confused by it all. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today, guys. Yeah, if you like this one, please share, like, subscribe, and all that stuff. Goodbye, yo, bye.